So this is the Super 73 S2. I had an S1 before, rode it every day to work as a commuter for almost a year, and love that bike. But I just loved that Super 73 was coming out with something a little bit faster, had the suspension fork stock, a lot of the upgrades that I wanted to do to the S1, the S2 already had. And I loved the idea of the bike being a smart bike, something that would be updated and kind of improved upon during the lifetime of the bike. I just really like that idea, so made the jump to the S2. I've been getting a lot of questions about the mods that I did, so I'm gonna run through them from the front to the back and just try to cover everything that I did. So first off, headlight here. I got a film for car headlights to put over the front. I just like that yellow tint. Actually, this is a little bit more yellow than I wanted, so I have another one that's coming in the mail that's a little bit more of an amber color. I just like that vintage kind of yellow light look for the bike. Another thing I did to the headlight was I dropped it down a little bit. I got some extended bolts here. They are metric size. I think they were I want to say 6 size bolts. Just be aware of that because it affects the thread pattern. So it's not like a normal, 1/4 inch or something like that, 1/2 inch bolt. It's a metric sized bolt with thread count. I liked that look where the headlight's going to be a little bit more in line with the gas tank. So I dropped it, and then this right here is just a little electric horn. It's actuated right here. It's pretty loud. I feel like it's too quiet for cars when they're driving on the road, but it's too loud for pedestrians. So every time I've honked that at a pedestrian, they jump, which is I feel really bad about. But then cars, I don't really know if they'll actually hear it. So I kind of am hoping that Super 73 comes out with their horn soon to buy. I'll probably pick that up. These handlebars, a lot of people ask me how I got them so short. They are the original handlebars. I just chopped them down with a hacksaw. So you can see that here. And I cut it right below the welds because I wanted the welds to hold. I'm hoping these welds hold. It would be more ideal if this was one solid piece of metal, but we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know if I die. The phone case here, I don't remember the brand, but it's pretty nice. It's not bad. Cinches in from the side. You can put these elastic things around it, but I didn't really like that, so I just slapped some industrial Velcro on the front here, put it on the back side of my cell phone, so I just have to use this, and it's worked fine for the past week or two. I also have Velcro on the back here of the battery. Kind of gives a nice little texture change too, but that's also for my cell phone if I'm working on the bike, but don't want to strap it down to this. I could just slap it on here while I'm doing stuff, and then when I'm riding I could move it up to this area. Down on the bottom here I got a foldy lock, and I have another foldy lock under this bag, and I have two because one does not fit around the wheel and the frame of the bike. It will fit around the frame or just the wheel and whatever object you're attaching it to, but it won't fit around both. So I have one that's for the rear tire and the frame, and I have a second one that's for the frame and an object. That's just what I prefer. It's an expensive bike, as you guys know, so I don't want to have somebody steal it, or I don't want it to be easily stealable. So two locks. This right here I get a lot of questions about. It's just a waterproof backpack cover, and I have that cinched down with a cargo net. I like the ability for my storage capacity to be expandable, but also kind of cinched down and not wobbling around when it's not full. On the back side here, under this side of the bag, I have the charger for the bike and all the cables, so I can charge it, wherever I'm at. Down here, this is a water bottle holder. I forgot what brand it is, but I liked how open it was. It doesn't look like a normal cup or bottle holder. I like the ability that if I wanted to, I could strap down something bigger here and it would hold it in place. And these are just Velcro straps. And in this small bag, I have a small bike pump and tire repair stuff, just in case I get a flat. What else? Oh, that's right. Up here, this is the RX seat. And there was somebody semi-local to where I'm at, and he was willing to trade me my S2 seat for his RX seat. And I was super excited about that because I feel like that really kind of completes the little cafe racer look that I wanted. Oh. Very nice. A little bit shorter. It's maybe like, I want to say an inch, maybe 2 inches shorter than the S2 seat. Right here we have a little turn signal. You have to actuate these from the sides. So when I'm riding, I kind of have to break my grip and slide my hand over to hit that, which is not ideal, but it works. And I did it on my S1 for almost a year and got pretty used to it. So that's that. I would highly recommend, if you're driving on the roads, have a mirror, at least on the left side. This is a concaved one. The one that comes with this mirror itself is just a flat mirror. So the field of view is really tiny. This opens it up, and this is all metal. So this is on Amazon. I forgot what it's called, but don't get the little plastic ones. They just break like crazy. Other than that, I think the rest of the bike is stock. In my other videos, I mentioned that I definitely love the S2's improvements upon the S1 like concept. They're definitely good improvements. I'm looking forward to whatever software updates they're gonna release and other accessories, but for now, that is where my bike is at. And I am loving this thing. I get to work around the same amount of time that it would take for me to drive. I mean, my drive to work isn't very long anyways, but this definitely makes it more enjoyable. All right.